Oh, Millie tried to call. Hey. KSYM 90.1 FM. Welcome, San Antonio, to another edition of the Urban Suite. I am your host, D Major, here to bring you the best of underground hip hop, R&B, and surprises galore. Welcome to the first Monday after Fiesta. yeah, Fiesta was very wonderful for a lot of people. Great for me in so many reasons why. But hope everyone's ready for a week of recovery. And a night of good hip hop will help you with that. In the studio for our first of our two interviews tonight, we have Deacon Rap and Nick Shan in the building. Stay tuned. We also have Mr. Bear County himself, Avon Star, plus special guests coming through for our second hour. So do not go anywhere. It is going to be most definitely one jam-packed show tonight. Let's go ahead and get into some music. This artist just recently dropped a brand new album, a collab with Signature, called Super Kaiju. We're going to get into their brand new music in just a moment, but right now, from his Still This mixtape series, music from Napoleon the Legend with Sacrifice. Keep it locked. This is the Urban Suite, KSYM 90.1 FM, your only alternative.
I love when he does that.
Do you want? Oh, I have you call on my phone.
Oh, sorry. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm excited.
Good, man. You said it
Yeah.
hard.
Okay, we're on Periscope here.
Okay.
We're gonna go live on the tablet. Yeah, please tell Avar, message him and tell him to call you.
Well, you want to do it?
Winnie.
Because I still got to set the second hour, plus Millie called. Well, take a look at all that. I'm going to grab some more.
And the coffee pot is locked up in Charlie's office. The whole coffee thing. Speak for yourself.
And yeah, I'm not nervous. I'm just excited. It's just like my heart is just pounding. Like I send video messages to my girlfriend, so yeah.
Bless you. Okay. Yeah, 30 seconds. And then we'll be on.
Okay. I just told Avar to text Tirza. Tirza, I told Avar to go ahead and text you when they got here because we're using all our phones to go live with, and you're welcome to come in. Okay, at any point, just wander on in. Yeah, just go downstairs and open the door we came in through.
Local businesses can show their support by sponsoring one of the many programs on KSYM. For more information, call 210-486-1371 or visit ksym.org.
So we just heard music from Napoleon the Legend with Sacrifice from the Stilted mixtape CD, and brand new music from Napoleon the Legend and Signature. Together they are Super Kaiju from their self-titled LP just released. That was Falling Down featuring Natasha. This is the Urban Suite, KSYM 90.1 FM, D Major here, joined as always by my partner in crime, Cheryl Metal of Going South Magazine. And for our open mic session this hour, we have Deacon Rap and Nick Shan. Gentlemen, how are you this evening?
I'm good.
Yeah, doing great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm glad to have both of you here.
Right on.
So, Deacon, Cheryl, and I first knew of you from last year's Music Biz Day over at the downtown UTSA campus.
Uh-huh.
So, and from that point on until your recent appearance at
Gallery track battles.
Track battles. Shouts out to Reason of Lotus Drive for that. Man, the growth.
Oh yeah.
The growth,
definitely.
man. I'm dead serious. The growth is there, and I've seen that. Check out your Facebook page. You're everywhere, man. You're making moves, dude.
I like to think so.
It's a fact. I see that. So what got you into music?
Well, I come from a family of musicians. Like, our Uncle Phil and our dad was in a band, and they were in a country band. And then,
Okay.
our dad used to own a rock and roll bar in the 80s called the Rock and Roll Connection.
Oh, wow.
And then, him and our other brother were in a band. They've had a 20-year music career. And then, for me, mainly it was, it's in my blood. There's no stopping it. It's gonna come. And, what made me decide on rap was when I was 10 years old, I saw the movie 8 Mile.
Mhm.
And at the end of the movie, it was like I had the sign from God that this is what I was put on this earth to do. And that's all I've ever wanted to do ever since I was 10.
Really?
Really.
Okay. So what was your earliest experience trying to develop your style and finding the beats to rhyme off of?
By finding my style, do you mean like when I first started experimenting with music, or do you mean where I first started becoming nerdcore?
No,
Which one?
first experiment with music in general.
When I was 10 years old, there was a church picnic at the church that I went to. There was thousands of people, and they weren't expecting that many people, and they were allowing me to rap it was a gospel poem, and they allowed me to do it in rap formation. The main music guy, he played a beat on a keyboard, and I did the poem in rap form to thousands of people. They say there was an estimated 5,000 people. I don't know. I was 10.
5,000.
And hearing the cheers and everything, I was a little kid, doing a poem. It doesn't matter. People can cheer anyway, but it didn't hit. I didn't realize that at the time, and I thought, people actually liked me, and then it was I got addicted to it ever since.
Wow. So from there, what developed your nerdcore style?
Well, since I was 10, I was always doing gospel music, gospel rap music. And in 2013, at this anime convention called MizumiCon, people were doing parodies all over the internet. There's a parody of this, a parody of that. I got the idea I should make a parody of gangster rap music and make it about the convention. So I did a parody of Today Was a Good Day, and I noticed it was getting a lot more outside attention than my gospel music ever got. So slowly, I got out of gospel music, got into nerdcore, and it's just been a roller coaster ever since.
Yeah. Now I've seen the videos. Just recently saw it, and MizumiCon. We're familiar with that. Great con. Glad to see it back over at OLLU.
Yeah, Mizumi was a good con.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It still is now. So you've grown from that point. Do you have any particular nerdcore artists or just general hip hop artists that you're a fan of, or that you may emulate or look up to?
Well, as far as nerdcore artists, it wasn't until after I released this album that I learned that there are other nerdcore artists. And before that, all I really looked up to was Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, people like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I still remember the first CD I ever bought when I was 10 was 50 Cent The Massacre.
Yeah.
And the only reason I got that album because they were out of encore albums. So I can still remember clear day the first CDs I ever got with my allowance was 50 Cent The Massacre, Eminem Encore, Ludacris The Red Light District, Snoop Dogg Rhythm and Gangster, and The Game the documentary.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a stack right there.
And it's our dad grew up in Beatlemania. So he knew that if I try to rebel, our dad knew that if he doesn't if he doesn't approve of it, I'm just gonna do it anyway. Because you know, you grew up in Beatlemania, where if you listen to the Beatles, oh, the Beatles are the devil, the Beatles are this and that.
Yes.
So you know, he was fine with it.
Yeah, man. Okay, awesome. Well, we're gonna speaking of Eminem, the reason we're gonna get into that track, and we're gonna come back and speak to Nick as well, and get some background history on his dealings in the music business. So everyone, stay tuned. Keep it locked. This is the Urban Suite KSYM 90.1 FM, your only alternative.
What? Thanks. And I wrote down an introduction, and it's like I don't even need it.
So seriously, you didn't know there were other nerdcore artists when you
Nope.
released? Really? I mean, I knew of some, but I didn't know what it was because I remember the first true nerdcore artists I even heard of or even recognized was, God, this was 4 years ago, I think? 5 years ago, I think. No, actually longer. Yeah, I think it was about 6 years ago.
Richie Branson.
No, actually, Mega Ran.
Oh yeah.
Mega Ran. When Progeny of Cheesemade brought Mega Ran, Open Mike Eagle, and Homeboy Sandman up to 502.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
And I had received some of his music to the station. And I didn't recognize anything. But once I met him there at the show, and he was real cool, I had the second and the third volume of his
Album?
The Teacher Rapper Hero series, and he was like, "Where's the first CD?" I'm like, I can't find it. I'm like, can you sign these? He was real cool. He's been awesome ever since. So we've been following Mega Ran for a few years now.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And then learning more about Samus and MC Chris and MC
Yeah.
Lars and Front a Lot and a lot more.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad I got the introduction. I'm learning a lot more as I go along.
I gotcha. Yeah.
That's good.
Those are the people that perform at the cons or what?
Those are the people that like perform outside of the country.
Yeah.
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 Mega Ran's huge.
Mega Ran is
So
good.
every con has like performances?
Not every con,
Not every
but
con.
like the big ones, they have concerts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's one up in Dallas? Doug Funny?
Doug Funny.
Mm-hmm. So, then of course learn about Bit Force, and then that's a lot. I can't remember what the rock band is.
Big Force.
No, that's another one actually. In here in San Antonio, I think they're more kind of.
Big Force. NES.
I think so.
No, I'm not NES, but I don't know who you're talking about. I just can't think of their name.
It might be MES.
Yeah, they're Mariachi Entertainment.
Uh huh. Yeah. I'll say it's a good niche.
Yeah.
It's a very good niche. So yeah, you're following right along the good path, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wish I had their following already though. It's because it's like, hey.
What's that?
I said I wish I had their following already though.
You getting there?
Thanks. That's
You
true.
getting there? You gotta say, keep going to the cons,
Yeah.
keep making your waves.
Because it was just 2 months ago, I only had 200 Facebook followers. Now I have 280 something.
Yeah.
So,
That's it.
Yeah.
Things just take time, but once you catch that wave, ride it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, but I told them, people for a long time not finding where they fit in, you know.
Mhm.
They fit in with the cons. Like my other friend, their band, they're all veterans.
Yep.
They just like go around, you know, doing veteran events, but they're pretty huge events, you know.
Yeah.
You find your niche, man.
So, yeah. So there's still a lot more to discover. That's the one reason why I like hip hop anyway.
Yeah, right.
There's so many different subgenres, different styles, different ideas, and a lot to learn. So I've been at it for Say how long.
Maybe on that. Maybe on that. I think I fit in more because I come from a rock background.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just seems like hip hop's kind of changing too. You know, it's getting more universal. Kind of, you know, more instruments are accepted and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, a little riff on the guitar works now. You know. So I think it adds a little different to the mix. You know?
I mean, a riff on a guitar has always worked. I mean, like look at Run DMC, look at NWA.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, beasties. So you already set to go to San Japan?
Huh?
You already set to go to San Japan?
Do I always have to do what with San Japan?
So are you set to go to San Japan this year?
If Dragon Con give me the approval, then not this year, no.
Dragon Con.
Dragon Con.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I take it you've heard of Dragon Con.
Sounds familiar. Give me some background.
Long story short, it's like the second biggest convention in the United States, as far as anime-wise.
Okay.
San Japan is a 20,000 people convention. Dragon Con is a 80,000 people convention.
Dragon Con. I don't know. That sounds familiar. Where is it?
San Japan takes up 2 city blocks. Dragon Con takes up like 4, like a 1 mile square radius.
Yeah. Dragon Con is in.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I heard from. Back to. Since we haven't seen the Daily Woo in so long, that's how I remember. when you
Oh,
mentioned
that's
it.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't watched him in a while.
In a while.
Oh, I feel bad. I miss him.
I know. But yeah, last year when we saw him, he was, he does a daily blog of all the little excursions that he does, and he went to Dragon Con, and I can't remember what hotel that he was staying at, but pretty much at least a good 3/4 of the hotel was full of just.
Yeah, that's how it usually is. Because like in San Japan, they take up a good 3/4 of the Grand Hyatt and the Marriott that are right across the street.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Man,
It is, yeah.
I mean, just imagine.
Yeah, because Dragon Con and San Japan are on the same
Yeah.
weekend, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Turning down cons. Watch out.
What do you mean tearing down?
Turning down.
Yeah.
But if you able to go to the A, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
You'll enjoy it.
I know I will.
Have you been to Atlanta before?
Huh?
Have you been over to Atlanta before?
I've never been east. I've been west of Texas, I've never been east.
Oh wow. Okay. So it'll be a new experience for sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, do you know? I have an estimated time when you might get the approval to
Approval
go
to what?
to Dragon Con.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to send me an approval email. Cause you fill out the application to be a performer during the during the concert,
Okay.
and you send them links and everything, and then if they approve you, they send you an email. If they don't, they send you a rejection email.
Okay.
So yeah,
So it could be.
it's a
any
50-50
week now?
shot.
Okay. Well, fingers crossed. For sure.
I know.
Hope you get it.
Oh yeah, because it's like the hotel is going to be covered and the 2 passes are going to be covered. I just got to pay for food and pay to travel there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that should be easy to cover.
Oh yeah.
And plus, you get the experience.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'd really like to take my girlfriend because that's our real anniversary weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Even
it's like,
better.
I want to take someone where this is going to help them as well. Because like my friend John,
Mm-hmm.
he makes games. They have a studio called No Hope, a team called No Hope Studios, and they make computer games. You know.
Okay.
Then I have my friend Alexis. She's a cosplay model and voice actress. And I have my friend Sefia Kubi. He's a DJ, an anime DJ. And I want to take someone with me where this will help them in their venture as well.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the perfect networking opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nick, if John backed out, you want to go with me to Atlanta?
See what's up.
Yeah, it'll be your first convention. You just gotta pay for food and an plane ticket.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, I won't know till the end of June, and it's Labor Day weekend. Yeah, so, yeah,
See what's up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take you to all the parties, get to know people in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that'll be
Yeah,
good.
it's like, I don't drink,
Uh-huh.
but I try and teach people, you know the phrase, don't drink and drive?
Mm-hmm.
I come flashing my album, and then they'll either learn don't drink and buy, or dude, best drunk story ever.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause that's one thing I learned from Gas Monkey Garage. This guy was bidding on a piece of shit car.
Uh-huh.
He bet $7,600 on a car in immaculate condition that was only worth $5,000, and he was like, "All right, you know the phrase don't drink and drive? Well, I just learned don't drink and buy."
Wow.
Yeah,
That's the best time to hit it, man.
yeah.
Especially 6th Street, man. We can make a living.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
6th
you
Street is
know,
cause like Nick had gave me the idea of Nick gave me the Uber idea. 6th Street is where I got the idea. I was at an open mic at Scratch House,
Mm-hmm.
and I was bored the rest of the time because they put me on first. And I think they were just trying to get me out of the way because it didn't start till 10. They put me on at 9:45, which I didn't understand.
Wow.
And so I just walked up and down 6th Street. I got a free slice of pizza
Word.
just for being Ash Ketchum.
Okay.
I sold 5 albums. Some drunk college chick named, I'm gonna guess her name is Ashley because she was that type. She traded me a $50 Target gift card for 4 albums.
What?
And then like I thought this has got to be a scam, but at the same time she's white. She's drunk, and she got to be telling the truth. So I got home, bam, $50 gift card, and that's how I bought groceries with my album. I paid my car insurance a couple times with album money.
Uh-huh.
I paid a couple bills here and there with album money just because I didn't have any money besides album money. And it's like music technically is paying my bills every month, just not all of them.
Hey, it's a grind.
Yeah.
But you're making it work.
Oh yeah. I
That's
always,
dope.
yeah. The only thing that sucks is that I've already spent all my profits. Everything else I sell from here on, it's like, oh, this is the only way I'm gonna be able to order more merchandise.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
We got the sound system and all that. That's the best thing.
I know, but I haven't been able to use it. Like even when Countdown City Comic Con, I say, hey, let me do this at your event. They have a little, a pill, a Beats pill, not a beat, but like, you know, they just use that,
Mhm.
and it's loud enough for them. I'm just like, ah. Yeah.
good one.
Yeah. But no, one day I'll be able to use it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a show every Monday?
I'm here every Monday.
Every Monday?
Every Monday. So far things been going pretty good. I've lost count of how many interviews I've had already.
Nice.
I've only been back since like mid-January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, man, I work with musicians every day that love to be here. You know.
Yeah. Spike
You only-
talks about you a lot.
Do you only do hip hop?
I do mostly hip hop, but I can throw in a little bit of anything.
Okay.
It's my choice.
Well, I mean that's like 98% of what I work with, but you know, I was just curious.
If I think it's dope and I think it'll fit along with the show, just let me know and see what I can fit in.
I got guys that, you know, all the artists, you know, they don't know how to like get in here or, you know, stuff like that, you know, like me and, I don't know if you know who So San Antonio is.
Sosa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and him been working on an album
Okay.
for a minute now, and he's just sitting on he's probably sitting on like 5 projects right now that
Yeah, it
are
wouldn't surprise me.
monstrous.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. And,
At all.
I would love to see him in here because man, his characteristic is, I mean, he's hilarious,
Yeah.
hilarious dude. But he's real about not playing anything. Like I'm just like, man, you gotta let people hear this, man. Like,
Yeah.
keeps it really on the DL. And I'm just like, man, you gotta release soon, man. Like something.
Yeah. But you don't get playing catch up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but Sosa definitely got talent, man. We've been digging some of his shit for a minute.
Yeah. His sound has really evolved a little bit too, man.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times he's like, man, I would never get on this beat. I'm like,
Right.
but look, he ends up loving it, you know. Because you sometimes just gotta think outside the box, you know.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. 'Cause it's been a minute since I saw him last. I think he was still over at he was taking classes at St. Philip's at the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he already graduated.
Yeah, It was about what, like a year and a half ago?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spy was just in here like last week or something, right?
Uh huh.
That's cool.
Yeah. He talks very well about you a lot.
Oh man, yeah, we're a little team, man. We went out the other night and man, I must have just put my keys on the bar
Uh huh.
and split. I can't explain it, you
Wow.
know.
Where'd you go to High Tones?
Yeah, I was at High Tones and then I went to the Mix for a little bit, and that's where it happened, you know.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I made him retrace all the steps, man. Him and Love were with me, and oh man, and finally I get a message on Facebook. I should have checked my phone a long time ago because it was like, hey, found your keys. I was like, oh jeez. And Spy, I had to break into my house to get me
What?
in because I lost my keys. You know, I couldn't get in. So thank God I left the window open.
So did you have to go to whoever had your keys?
Yeah, the next day I got them. Yeah.
Good, lucky you.
I know, man. Keys to the studio and everything.
So we have another minute left, and we'll be back on.
Yay.
Anything last minute y'all need to do?
No.
Okay. I always thought this was a cool station, how it's kind of high above, and then you got the windows all open,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a view of downtown, but it's just
It
nice.
kind of does give you that feel. You actually
Yeah,
able to
right?
look around and check out the
Yeah.
campus, and
Yeah.
actually almost see a tower over here and everything. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm saying it's just like a real cool vibe,
it is. I'm glad. I'm lucky to even be up in here.
Well, appreciate God you having us.
Oh, thank you for accepting to be here, man.
Um,
All right.
Registration for the fall 2019 semester is now open to all San Antonio College students. Sunday, August 18th at noon is the deadline to register for regular 16-week courses and Flex 1 8-week courses. For the full list of dates and deadlines, visit alamo.edu/SAP.
So we just heard music from Deacon Rap with Eminem, The Reason, music from Mega Ran with The Force Pull, brand new music from Nolan the Ninja with Oranges, brand new music from Paul Masson with Golden Age, and straight from our northern border of Canada, music from Mocha Only, his brand new one with Funky Like. This is the Urban Suite KSYM 90.1 FM, the Major Cheryl Meadow with you. And once again, for our open mic session this hour, Deacon Rap and Nick Shan. So, having a great conversation with these two gentlemen off air. So once again, thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it.
No problem.
Now, Nick, your introduction into music. What intrigued you to kind of want to study and get into the business yourself?
Well, it's really the same story that kind of me and Fred have.
Our our family is a music family.
Yeah, something like that. You know, I was kind of raised listening to Zeppelin, Rush, you know, at an early age,
Nice.
and Guns N' Roses, and you know, man, it's just let's see. I think what really did it was like in about like 5th grade, my friend's babysitter had a guitar with like flames on it, and I was just like, yeah,
Okay.
I need that in my life, you
Yeah.
know. And really, I've always loved music. What really got me more into the producing, though,
Mhm.
was from maybe just playing on stage a little too much or something,
Yeah.
and finding a new, you know, new category, but still doing music, you know, full time. So that's really was a cool transition for me,
Yeah.
you know. So
Awesome.
yeah.
So, when did you begin actually going behind the boards doing production, making that transition from stage work to being behind the scenes?
Yeah, being in and out of studios, obviously, through all that time, and then I came across Richard Thurman, you know, and you know, he was like, "Hey, you're pretty good at this, you know, stick around, you know, learn some stuff," and it really took off from there. And you know, between him and also another producer here that's awesome, you know, Ace One.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
So I got to work under both of them, learning some stuff, and you know, it really helped me take off. And,
Okay. So, after getting a little tutelage from those two gentlemen, what gave you that confidence to make that first step to branch out on your own?
Well, I lost my job, honestly. You know, I had a job for 15 years, but you know, it wasn't really something that I was passionate about, you know.
Mhm.
And it gave me that opportunity to finally say, hey, now's the time. You're not getting any younger, you know. It's like do or die, you know. It's like, you know, do you want to be behind the counter, you know, with fish, or do you want to, you know, you know, be behind the computers working with, you know, musicians and talent and stuff like that. So, you know, so you just got to go all out, and you know, it's a struggle, but you really got to give those dreams a chance.
Now, when I said talking off air, you're working with some true talent in this city.
Sure.
Spy MC, of course, you
Blessed.
know,
Yeah,
who was just here
definitely
last
Spy.
week. Yeah, just amazing. Who else have you kind of helped guide? And
Well, I don't know if I help guide, but we definitely collab, you know, and
Yeah.
I've been blessed to really work with some of San Antonio's best, you know, and you know, just name a few. Of course, me and Spy got a lot of music coming up. Me and Deacon, you know.
Oh yeah,
we-
got that
we've been
next album
working.
coming.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, just I guess to throw some names out there: Robbie Raps, my man Warhorse.
okay,
Let's see, who else we got? Us, you know. Oh man, everyone's
Samurai
amazing.
Sai.
I've never worked with him.
Oh, I thought you
I'd
did.
love to. No, I
I thought you did.
worked with him yet. No,
Oh, that
but
might
like
be a nice flyover then.
So
So-
Santone. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff cooking up and stuff like that. And I know I'm forgetting, you know, some other people, you know, but you know,
That's okay.
That's just on the top of my head right now.
okay. Well, obviously you've established yourself to, you know, being one of the top people to go to when they want a hot track. So,
Well, I think I just because I've been on the other side of the situation,
Mhm.
you know, because it could be a real nightmare working with someone that you don't feel creative with. And
Yeah.
that's like my number one goal, and you know, I really just think I'm a people person in a sense, and it just helps with the creativity, you know, just you know, truck forward and try to make the magic, try to bring something better out of somebody, you know, not really make a beat that sounds like somebody else's beat, you know. And I'm lucky enough that they believe in the sound and they're